welcome to yet another review with me, Peter the Master of Hobbits, and today, my friends, we're going to be drinking an Imperial Stout all the way from New Zealand. I've had this beer in my fridge for about 3 months, and I saw a review, All the Ales You did, and he said he thought you should drink it fresh because it was made with New Zealand hops. I'm not sure if you will be able to taste it in it, because I don't remember if you mentioned it in the review, but that would be cool if it was a slightly hoppy Imperial Stout. But it's from 8 Wide Brewing Company, and really great brewery. This is their iStout, like iPod, iStout. But it says here on the back, yeah, it's Imperial Stout on 10%. It says here on the back, beware, this is a big beer, and big with bold letters. Brewing with luscious roasted coffee and chocolate malt flavors, which are balanced by a brisk bitterness and bold freshness from the hops. If you're feeling politically incorrect, try it with your favorite cigar or a dram of your best single malt whiskey. Or if your tooth is sweeter, why not jump in at the deep end with the most decadent dessert of all. Half a bottle in a glass, the generous scoop of vanilla ice cream on top. Beer geeks like us know it as the Imperial Stout Float. I've actually never made that. I have to try to do that sometime. Or simply enjoy it on its own as a decadent dessert or a nightcap, the perfect winter warm-up. If you don't already know the history of Russian Imperial Stout, please check it out on the internet. It's a good story. But remember, although based on that century-old classic style, this beer is it's a very modern interpretation, like all our beers. Yeah, and the cool thing is that it's actually a Danish brewer who makes these beers, 8 Wide beers down in New Zealand, so that's pretty cool. Gotta get my bottle opener up from my pocket, but let's get it cracked open. Just a plain black cap, and the cap smells pretty darn awesome. Let's get it poured into this tulip wine glass. Traditional Imperial Stout color, black as night, no light penetrating this beer at all, opaque. One pinky of tan roasted looking head, looks like a traditional Imperial Stout, but I can smell it from here, so let's dig in, guys. Yeah, you actually do smell a lightly hoppy quality to it. It's not defined as grapefruit, tropical fruit, or whatever, but there is certainly somewhat of a hoppy note to it still, even though it's like a 3 or 4 month old bottle this year. I've just had it in my cellar for so long. Roasted malt, I get some coffee notes in there. I actually get a lot of like dark chocolate. There's a lot of chocolate in there, maybe even like a sweeter milk chocolate too. Touch of like licorice in there, maybe dark fruits. Yeah, like maybe like a rum-soaked cherry or something like that, or raisin. Smells like a huge beer. Smells really, really nice. So let's give it a taste. Cheers, guys. Oh, that's good stuff. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. You don't taste 10% alcohol in this at all. This beer can get you in trouble, guys. It's of course it's got a full body. It's got a quite nice creamy mouthfeel. I get a lot of like burnt notes in the aftertaste actually right now. Initial flavor is slightly sweet. It actually blends flavors of sweet and roasted pretty well. It's not intense on the roast or intense on the sweet. It's a pretty nice balance. But at first, on the front of the palate, you get the sweeter notes, the chocolatey notes, the dark fruity notes. On the back, you get the roasted malt, like a burnt kind of ashy note in there too. Yeah, again, that kind of rum-soaked raisins, a slightly almost salty note to it actually, because it is fairly bitter. I wonder how many IBUs this is on. It doesn't say. Coffee is actually lingering quite nicely on the palate right now. Huge beer. Not the best Imperial Stout I've had, but certainly a really nice one. Definitely a brew worth picking up. So far, this is, along with Hopwired, probably my favorite from 8 Wide Brewing Company. This is great stuff. But rating-wise, for these 8 Wide iStout, 8 Wide Brewing iStout, I have to go 90 on this, guys. There isn't really anything I can put my finger on. I would like maybe a little bit more mouthfeel. I would like a little less of the burnt notes and maybe a little more sweetness in it. But still, it's a really good example of an Imperial Stout with a touch of hoppy aromas in the in the aroma. And I would like to have tried it fresher, because it would be cool if you got some hoppy notes in the flavor too. So yeah, guys, that's it for this beer review. A 90 for the 8 Wired Brewing Company's iStout. Let me know what you think of the 8 Wired Brewing Company's iStout if you've had it. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Check out my Facebook fan page and Twitter. And I'm gonna say cheers, guys, and I'll see you in another beer review.